happy Halloween. Are you guys ready? It's gonna be so much fun. Hi, so chat. Now you may have a great to the story. And some of them are based on Darling's actual nightmares. Right, Darling?
Not. Ow! Ow! Alright, fine. Alright. Which one do you want to hear about first, Yuki? Also, hello, chat.
Well, let's go in order. Okay, so chat, ever since Darling, a little bit before Darling lost her job, she's been having this really vivid nightmare that even I haven't been able to look at. But she's told me about them because they're super spooky. But like, yeah, Darling, let's go with the first one. The first one about the Uber Eats delivery.
Oh, oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I remember. It's so spooky, I haven't forgotten about it. Alright. So... So that one starts a little bit, weirdly. So... It was a little bit middle of the night, kind of like it is now. Kind of like we are now. Middle of the night, you know, late at night. Roads are all dim and dark. And a ping comes up on the Uber on the Uber app for delivery. And it's basically I don't remember if it was actually an order or what it was. Anyway, it was a pizza, I think. I don't remember what the actual order was, but it popped up and pick up the order, and I start heading towards the location. That's part of what I remember. Going to the location, and as I'm going to the location, it starts getting further and further out of town. Further and further away. And as you get further away, there's less lights, there's less everything, right? But there's like a fog rolling in, kind of like, you know, like when it gets really cold outside, and there's like a layer of fog over the air. Anyway, but not like spooky horror movie, but like thick fog. And I just remember in the nightmare, I was driving, and I pull up to this graveyard, and I'm like, maybe it's like a security person or something. You know, maybe it's like a night watchman.
Darling, do you really think that people would order a pizza to the middle of the cemetery in the middle of the night? As a security guard?
I don't know, you have seen some weird people order weird things at weird hours. Anyway. Alright, anyway. But yeah, I didn't think of anything of it in the nightmare. But I was walking around, and when you do it, you guys have never done an Uber Eats delivery, okay? When you order something from Uber Eats, it gives us your almost exact pinpoint location of where you requested the order from. And so basically that tells the driver exactly who ordered it and where they are, approximately, right? Based on cell phones and shit. So I'm going into this still thinking that it's just, you know, just a run-of-the-mill sort of Yeah, then you know, right? You know, like it shows like basically the approximate address of where you're supposed to drop it off, right? And so I drop it off, and I'm walking through the graveyard with this with this pizza or whatever it was, and I'm walking, and as I'm walking, I'm like, hey, is anybody here? Is anybody there? You know, that kind of thing. Typical Uber driver shit. And I'm delivering it, and there's a lady who's like Yuki's height, so about 7 feet tall, and matted brown blonde hair going all the way down to like below her shoulders, so like mid back, and it's all kind of matted and spooky and bloody, and her dress is all ripped up, not to like you could see her breast or anything, but just like in the midsection, and like she basically climbed out of a coffin, and I'm walking around the pizza, and I'm like, oh, that's a fucking ghost. And I started trying to walk away, and she stalks me like in a psychological horror, like you know, like in a like this horror game where like you're running away from the monster, and all you can do is hide.
Oh yeah, darling. Isn't that like most horror games now where you don't get a weapon or anything, you just gotta run away?
That is a thing in most horror games. Anyway, so we don't play a lot of it. Ow! Ow! Alright, anyway, so I'm running away, and I'm trying to hide, and I hide behind a gravestone, right?
Terrible place to hide, by the way, darling. That is the worst. 0 out of 10. You should always hide in like a mausoleum, or, you know, run. Although I understand, though, you're very small. It's very hard for you to cover a large distance.
Okay, first of all, fuck off. Second of all, it's a nightmare. So I'm hiding behind the gravestone, and I think I'm being super, ow! I'm being super stealthy. And then, as I'm like, what the fuck was that? I see this face go over the tombstone and stare down at me. And it's like my vision blacks out, and I'm back where I started with the pizza, walking around. And then I see the woman walking down the headstone, the rows of headstones, over and over again. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. And then she comes down and catches me again. And then these bony hands, bony, pale hands, almost like bones, right? She leans down and she grabs me. She goes, "It's time. It's time to wake up." And then I woke up. But it was like she was like staring at me like with where the eyes should have been. It was like black sockets staring deeply into my soul, just going, "It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up." And it was like super loud, and I woke up.
Oh, that's not too bad, darling. Maybe the ghost was just trying to wake you up. Or is that the time that you passed out midstream?
No, I think that was before Normally Work let me go. But yeah, that was like the week before it happened. It's kind of scary. Thinking about it now.
Oh, speaking of scary, darling, chat. Did you guys know that before darling and me started stream tonight, I can hear like hit a snag when we were talking to Jack about a horror. We were talking to Jack about ghost stories and stuff, right? And while Jack was mentioning some big scary ghost in New Mexico, the entire computer froze and hung up like. And darling, we thought that there was because of the ghost inside the machine. I was like, darling, the spirits don't want you to talk about ghost story.
They really don't. Anyway, chat. Do you guys have any ghost stories before we continue? Any scariness? Sin, do you have any scary, spooky stories?
Yeah, because darling's nightmares get more and more vivid. I remember the one about the sea monster. Wait, Shirley, I don't know if you know this, but I think I'm the sea monster in that Jeep.
I really am. Yeah, I don't know who the sea monster represents. It's kind of spooky. I don't know what is you like. A lot of the dreams I've been having have been revolving around cemeteries. I wonder why.
Telling you what it is, it's because of our analytic. When they're like, I have a spooky story real fast. Hey! But chat, you guys might not know this one. You probably do know this one. This is a really common one. Have you guys heard of... Oh god, what's it in this station? Oh, Kisaragi! Have you guys heard of the story of Kisaragi Station? Or no? That's too obvious. Oh, okay. So, darling, chat, back in the year 2000, it was early 2000. There was a typhoon in Japan, or a typhoon or tsunami that went through Japan, or an earthquake, and slept through in the middle of the night and killed a bunch of people. Well, one night, a taxi driver was driving late at night, like tonight. And when he stopped in the middle of the road, or in the middle of the sidewalk, he stopped, like, to a lady that was hailing the cab, right? And he stopped, he opened the door, and the lady gets in the car. He goes, where are you headed? And she tells him where she's going. And he's like, You're confused a little bit, right? But anyway, he continues, and he starts driving, and the lady's like freaked out, like, where am I? Why is everything so wet? Why is it? He all spooky. And when the taxi driver looks in the dash cam, like, look at the lady, and then look at his room mirror to confirm she's there. After he says, there's no water here, everything's fine. Turns around, the lady's gone. She was one of the victims that got blown away in the tsunami. And he didn't get paid. Darling, that's the saddest part. He didn't get paid his fare.
Oh, ow, ow. Imagine not getting paid. Yeah, I think ghosts should pay for things.
Darling, I'm paying it. I'm paying for it with my confidence and my sexiness. And oh no, she's gone completely blank. How about this, darling? Give us the next one, the next nightmare you had. The one about the oh, the one about the sea monster. Oh, this one's so. We need some good music for this one, darling. Ah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay. Hi, darling. Tell us the one with the sea monster and the Averna.
Oh yeah, the one where I got a bunch of trauma. Alright, so a little bit of background on this one, chat. This one was scary because it involved a high school reunion. And if you guys didn't know, I'm very young. So I was in high school very recently.
Darling, high school was 11 years ago for you.
Yeah, that's not that long ago. Anyway, alright, not that long ago. It's only 2 5-year periods. Anyway. So this stream started underwater, which was already weird because I can't swim. But it was underwater and it was like a big glass box.
Oh no, darling. The big black box took away. It took away your tracking.
Or maybe it was the next character in the story. So this one's a little weird. So where was I? Alright, so we were underground and we were in a glass box, glass rectangle kind of thing. Yeah? And it was basically like the Wonkavator. If you guys have ever heard of the Wonkavator, you guys ever seen the Tim Burton version of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? So the big glass Wonkavator was like underground, hundreds of feet underground, and there was like a little loudspeaker, and there was a person speaking to us like we were the crew, or we were the part of these adventurers or whoever, right? And it was so deep underwater that there was no light except our flash instead of the ship, besides the ship's like little LED strip thing, right? And it was so dark and black and white and black and deep that no light was penetrating. We couldn't see the bottom. Right, all around us was just darkness. And the voice comes up on the speaker and says, "Okay, we're approaching it now. Nobody make a noise. Nobody say anything."
But someone did say something, yeah.
Yes. Someone did say something. He said, "Oh, you're fucking with us, old man." And the voice turned off. And then came back on. And there was a loud growling noise coming from all around us. In this glass box. This glass box is shaking. Yeah. It's shaking really hard. And then the voice comes on and says, "Oh, you fucked up now. She heard you." She heard you. The guy gets, it's like his little man's voice, and he gets like really, really like low, and he goes, "Oh, you're gonna get it now." And like a big, scary whine, like a big, scary whining noise. Yeah. And the guy that said something was like, "Brand supporting brand." No. Anyway. I was like, "Oh, you're fucking with us. This is not real." And then as he said real, this giant mouth comes down, or giant fish monster looking thing comes down and rams right into his side of the glass box, breaks through, and he's got the fucker like completely, everything above the waist is in this monster's mouth, and he's just chewing. And we're all freaking the fuck out. Someone's like, "What the fuck?" And then she sees, as soon as the person said "fuck," this other monster comes in, goes right through her chest and breaks another hole in the fucking thing. Right, and at this point there's like 3 fucking holes in this fucking pressurized box, and I'm freaking the fuck out. It's filling with water really rapidly. The monsters are looking at me, looking at me, and then he's like, "Alright, we need to get the fuck out of here!" And then the glass box starts going up, and it goes up, and he's like, "Are you all right?" And I'm too scared to say anything. And I'm just like, I'm not making any fucking noise. I don't want that shit to fucking happen to me. There's lifting up out of the ocean, looking out of the ocean, looking at the ocean, and as we're lifting out of the ocean, to my right in front of me is like this giant ship. Giant under, like, kind of like the Titanic, but it was like a giant cargo ship. And you look at the cargo ship, and there's bubbles coming out of one of the holes. One of the, like, these, like, busted out window, or like this one window that's not busted, and there's bubbles coming out of it. Right? Like someone's breathing. You come up, and the side of the ship says the words, the USS Abernath. Right? So come all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And then the dream changed scenes. And I was above ground, or I was on land, right? And one of the other people that survived, I don't know if it was 3 or 4 people, but one person survived, right? And lived to tell the tale. And that person was on a video interview talking about, because apparently the mission that the box was going towards was for that ship, and that ship had somebody in the hull, the very mast of the ship, and they were like a doctor or something, right? Like a marine biologist, or I guess a PhD in marine biology, right? And talking about, "Oh, I'm so sad about it." And I was pissed off because I guess I was in a room or something, and I was watching this on TV, like it was on a TV screen. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that this happened. I don't know why. We have to go save her. We have to go save her." And then the guy that owns the boat, Abernathy, gets on the interview, and he says, "Oh, let the bitch die. It's too fucking expensive to go get this bitch. She deserves to die. Deserves to die." And then, and the dream ends with me going to a high school reunion, and at the high school reunion, they're all talking about this PhD student that was like a marine biologist, a doctor of marine biology, and she's trapped in this boat hundreds of feet below the ocean, or below the, underwater. And it's like, "Oh, I wonder if they're ever gonna find out who's gonna save her, who's gonna save her." And they, like, a lot of my dreams have like repeating words, but they're just like, "Who's gonna save her? Who's gonna save her? Who's gonna save her?" And then I woke the fuck up. I woke up feeling guilt, like, what are we gonna fucking do? How are we gonna get her? How are we gonna let her free? And I woke up.
Yeah, and it was funny because Darling woke up in my arms and she was like, twice, and then she's the shark. She's like, "No, What? She sees her blood. She's like, oh no! But anyway, yeah. It's a good story, good story, good story. Do you know what the story means at all?
Oh, that one we posted on Reddit, and I still have no fucking idea. Chat, what do you guys think those nightmares mean? So far. Like, what's your opinion?
Oh, Darling is scared of water? Yeah, that's a good opinion.
Water, bad. Water, scary. Water, not good. Opposite of good. Waters and dead people. Very scary. Okay, most dead people.
Love you too, darling. But she just, I know darling will never become a necrophiliac. She's scared of dead body. Oh, yeah. Oh, darling. Remember before we met, right? You told me that you told me about that story about the crematorium.
Which one?
The childhood trauma one.
Oh.
Darling, maybe you can figure out what it means. Maybe you can help us figure it out what it means.
Oh. If it's the one it's the one you're thinking about, it's Oh, that's an early memory. Okay, so if you guys do or do not know, I am scared of funerals. I'm scared of mortuaries and funeral parlors in general. Funeral parlors scare the ever loving shit out of me. Right? So one of the reasons that I'm scared of ghosts is because the caretakers would leave me at the cemetery sometimes, or try to leave me at the cemetery because they didn't like me, or didn't like me being around sometimes. Of course I always came back, but there was one time we went to a funeral home. I think it was either for a funeral of somebody we knew, or it was... No, it was for something else. We knew the funeral director. And basically what happened was was walking through the funeral home while my caretaker, well, the caretaker and the person we knew, the funeral director, were talking about something, and I was walking around with, and this was before I met Yuki, but walking around the funeral home, and there was a little girl or somebody, I don't know if it was like Yuki when she was younger or somebody, just walking around with me, and she was like, come here, come here, come here. Hey, I have something cool to show you. And I was like, who are you? Okay, whatever. You know, stupid little fucking kid. Walking around, and ended up going to the back room where all the like funeral home stuff the mortuary stuff happens, right? Where they like take your blood out of your body, they turn you into ashes and shit like that. So we're walking into this room, and the kid disappears, right? And I was a little kid too, but you know, they disappear, and as I'm walking past the furnace trying to find my way back, I hear, ah! You know, just fucking screaming at the top of their fucking lungs. Ah! Over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it was like, why did you let this happen? 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 And I was like, what are you talking about? Why did you let this happen? 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 And it was coming from the cremation machine, the cremation oven.
And that was the time we made Darling a brownie.
Oh no, not people brownies. No, bad people brownies. Anyway, yeah. Ever since then, just been hearing voices and being sensitive to ghosts.
Matt's on telling me, Matt. Well, telling me, Matt, in other ways when I saved her from Omega, but...
Yeah. Very spooky.
Oh, darling, that reminds me of a completely different one, right? It's not about death necessarily, but when I was a wee child, and I was in I was rolling with some of the people that I was working under to collect payment. Right? You know, totally legal, totally not extortion. Totally legal activity. We were running a business collections agency. And we go into the businesses and we would collect. Anyway, we were collecting really late and it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was driving around and on a motorcycle, because it was a and with my crew, and we go,どうしてかな? どうしてあなた人間 and we look over and he looks over and it was a guy in like, I guess it was like a priest, might have been in shop. No, it was telling your confusion is overtaking me, but Yeah, it was an old man in a red. And we were on the way to a office, and that guy holding up. He was like, "Daiba, he and I." It's like a real gurgly voice. Super, super gurgly, creepy and spooky. But who you? Tingin ko mas akuma. So that's all. Feel like I had a hook. Let me see you. He was like,なんじゃら、じゃくなる悪魔殿よ、そろすみの木恋よ、ケルがよい、大地と若いせよ、せよさを、なこが、なるはゆえよ、でごらる。So, hey Spooky, you like cut one of our guys down, cut his head off. I don't know whatever happened to that guy.
Wait, the decapitated guy or the spirit?
Oh, the spirit. After I died, I didn't find the person. Maybe he was actually a demon. Or a divine such. Oh. He's actual spooky story though, Charlie. Now that we're all warmed up. So, wasn't me, it was one of my friends in another village. Oh, not a village. So, one of my friends lived in Aoi Prefecture. Aoi. Basically, she lived out in the woods. Their family, and she would go to see them every winter. And there was a story in her little village where the people that would get stuck in the woods nearby would see a huntsman walking through the woods, cutting trees and dressed in like a very old kimono, walking around solemnly staring at the ground with an axe over his hand, looking for a tree, and as he's looking for a tree, he'll look at the ground. He won't look directly at you. But if you walk through the woods and you see the old man, you're supposed to walk past. And if you're really lost, he'll appear to you. But when he comes towards you to talk to you, he'll be looking at the ground. He'll be staring at me, right? And you won't look directly in your eyes. If you ask him about this, when he looks up, you'll see two blank eye sockets. eyes should... like his eyes have been gouged out. And blood will drip from his eyes. And you'll have a second chance. We'll ask, do you need? Do you need? What do you need? Well, you only say it once, but yeah. Say, what do you need? And you answer anything selfish, like, oh, I need to find this, or I need to find that. If you say anything other than, I need help getting out of the forest, he'll raise his axe up over his head, cut you in half. He'll split you like a piece of wood. But if you say, I need help getting out of the woods, he'll keep looking, he'll look back down, and he'll lead you safely out of the woods. But if you're trying to look behind you when he's leading you, because he'll lead behind you, he'll lead you out of the woods, and he'll say far back. He'll say that it's for watching for danger. But if you look behind you, he'll already have his axe raised over his head, and by the time you look around, your head will be cut off like a piece of branch from a tree, and he'll chop you down, confusing you for a while. And sometimes the woodman comes in the middle of the night. You're out of the woods and into the village. And you'll hear a knock at your door 3 times. And whatever you do, don't open the door. He'll say he has food for it. He'll say that he just went hunting, got some deer, and just freshly skinned it, and cut it and processed. And wants to give you something to make jerky with. He'll say he has steaks. He'll say he'll have whatever it is that you desire. If you answer the door, by the time you say, Hi? Naniga? Hello, hello. And the reason he does this is that originally, in the Sengoku period, he was a humble farmer and a humble... He's not a farmer, he was a humble... woodsman. He would collect lumber for the village. But one day, he got lost in the wood. And as he struggled to find his way home, carrying his load on his... a demon fox spirit appeared and offered to carry him swiftly back to the village on his back. But when he did... and he accepted the offer. And when he did... the fox morphed from a spirit into a demon with big red horns. Grabbed the man, poked out his eyes with his thumbs, and wrapped him around his back to carry him like a second skin. And for the rest of that man's existence, as he slowly felt the life drained from his eyes, and he slipped away to the great thereafter. The demon was filling his body full of different types of fruit and different types of gold pieces that he would collect from weary travelers over and over and over again. As the man died, he vowed that he would curse against anyone that is greedy, evil, anybody that would take advantage of someone, anybody that would lead someone astray, or do it just for the get this. Basically, he doesn't like you that aren't truthful. He doesn't like foxes. And so in the afterlife, he roams the wood and roams the towns, testing people. And if you are pure of heart, leave you alone. Remind him of the fox spirit. He will get his revenge and kill you.
So basically, I'm fucked.
my little fox crow. If the woodsman were to see you, yes, you would be dead. What turned into a backpack? I don't remember.
Well, that's not good. Alright, well. Speaking of backpacks, I got a story. So, how many of you guys have ever heard of El Cibon?
And then you. Oh wait, is it the?
Yes. Anyway, so El Cibon was a father. Long ago, in a remote village, somewhere in a Spanish-speaking country. It might have been Bolivia, it might have been Portugal. Last I heard, it was Brazil. But there was a man, his father, his son, and his wife, and they all lived in a cabin in the woods. The son was very greedy, and the son was very disrespectful. And every day the man would go out to hunt, and sometimes he wouldn't catch anything, as you do. Well, when he wouldn't catch anything, the son grew more and more disdainful, And one day, the man comes home with nothing because he's not able to catch anything. And the son looks at him and with a disdainful look, he says, "You old bastard! You can't feed me! Why aren't you able to feed me?" And the son takes a knife and cuts open the man's stomach and tears out his entrails. And as he holds his father's entrails in his hands, he hands them to his mother and says, "Cook this!" And the woman, with tears in her eyes, watching as her dead husband's body is being mutilated and turned into steaks by her own hand. She doesn't want to offend the little boy. She doesn't want to do anything. She just wants to get him to stop. Well, the grandpa sees this and he goes, "You little piece of shit. Look what you've fucking done. Look what you've done through your greed and your evil. Be gone, you little bastard." And he took up all the pieces of of his son into a bag and put it on his grandchild's back. And he says, "Walk the earth, you piece of shit. Walk and be punished for everything you've done. And I don't want to ever see you in my house ever again." And he beats the boy with a whip and he says, "Get the fuck out of this house. If you're a real man, you can go live your own life." And he goes. And as the boy leaves, the grandfather releases their hunting dogs, to chase after the little boy. And the hunting dogs eventually catch up to him and tear his skin from his flesh, bone from bone, muscles from muscles. The boy is nothing but a skeleton carrying a bag. And ever since then, there was an entity known as El Cibon, which is that little boy, walking around at night, whistling, trying to attract prey, anything to eat, because he's ever so hungry. And so late at night, you'll hear a whistling. Depending on how far away the whistle is, it's how close he is. If he sounds like he's really far away, then he's very close. If he sounds like he's really close, he's really far away. If he catches you awake in the middle of the night, he'll make you his next dinner. And you'll be the main course. That's him, because he'll whisper. Empty and hollow, like his stomach. And if he catches you, he'll tear you limb from limb, eat you, put your bones in his sack. And he carries the sack on his back forevermore. Such is the plight of El Cibor.
Body break?
Break. Alright, chat. We'll be right back. If you have any ghost stories, leave them in the comments, and we will be right back. Wait, you have to go. Wait. I thought about that. You have to go through.
No, but I have to go think of a horror story real quick.
Fair enough. Alright, we'll be right back.
busy. I think you needed something. And then we got put on. We got put on refrigerator duty.
Yeah, we got out of it. We're good. We're good.
So, darling, have you noticed the weird stuff that was floating around the room earlier? Besides me, I'm not weird, and I'm not stuff. But I saw some stuff fully coil around us.
It was kind of spooky, not gonna lie. Although, Iki, when you think about it, nobody wanted us to have this stream so far. Like, for some reason, we told Jack that we were gonna stream at 9:30, and we ended up like talking to him till like 11. And then when we did start stream, the PC almost exploded. And then when we did start talking about stuff, caretakers need something. It's like everything in the universe is telling us not to stream tonight. Isn't that kind of spooky?
Oh, darling, it's like the entire world, it's like the entire universe is enigma me.
The entire world is saying never gonna make it. That might be true. So, pray tell, what was this mysterious game you wanted to play?
Well, darling, since we didn't get to play it last time we tried to play it, kinda wanted to play this one. I thought it'd already come out, but it hasn't come out yet. So... Wait. Yeah. Yeah, it's out yet. Alright. Yeah, saying I wanted to play this one.
Oh, the game about trauma. Yeah, let's do that. Ow.
Darling, it might be fun. Maybe, possibly, probably not.
Indeed. In flip indeed.
And then here we go. Oh wait, is it not showing up? No! I was about to say, this game does not want to be played. It does not want us to play it. It's doing everything in its power to not be played by us.
Indeed, it's just like
But I remember, like, oh, you wanted to play this game last time, and it turned itself off.
yeah, that was actually kind of terrifying. Are you updating status?
Charlie, it's actually status, and yes, I am. Stand by, chat! Stand by! Na na na. Do 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 na 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 na.
You guys just too cruel.
Oh, darling, watch. Oh, yes, crash again.
Yeah, OBS does not want us to play this game at all. I'll do this in one session, chat. One session.
One moment. If the game doesn't die. Oh, the darling game never dies. Game recognize game. You. 6, 7.
You're at least 10 years. Ow! 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 Okay, ow! Okay, okay. Let's do this. You're losing control again! The darkness is filling your mind! Oh, yo, what the fuck?
Darling. Help. Like, it's the darkness in the mind!
Kinda spooks.
Ah, yes, darling. It's a $4,000 a month apartment in New York.
You could think more like 10 grand. This is like a 10 grand apartment in it. Yo?
Darling, it's a Unity game that actually has mirrors! This is true animation. And look, darling, our main character is a femcel!
Nike. She's just a very lonely teenager. You need to sit down at a computer. Huh? I'm waiting for you.
Oh, darling, this is a gift that my costumers give to their fan.
Oh, it's kind of spooky. Too soon, Yuki, too soon. Big Billy. Alright.
Darling, she's like, why are we in a video game?
She truly does not know why she's in an indie horror game. Fire in the dark. Survival strategy game set in a world consumed by endless darkness. In the last bastion of light, a lone campfire, you must guide a group of diverse characters, each with unique skills and challenges, through the horrors that lurk in the shadows.
Alright, darling, give us your best girl voice.
No. Ow, ow. Okay, fine. It's hard for me to put into words what's happening to me. As if in a dream, I return to the day I lost him. The day I close my eyes, I see scenes that refuse to stay in the past. He was next to me, running toward me. Then, silence. Searing darkness. And I was alone. I still understand what it was, an accident or my failed choice. No one notices how I tremble at night because of the... Hey? No one notices how I tremble at night because of those images. I tried to tell my mother. She just shook her head and said I was making it up. And inside, everything hurts. Oh god. Digital drivers require Mirror graphic driver download as well as the Mirror OS website. Mirrors.com. Oh, drivers. Stay tuned for news! Oops. What is this place? Oh, fuck! Greetings. In this place, every shadow holds your pain.
All your pain, darling, I belong to the shadows.
All the pain are... Who are you? I am but one of the manifestations of your consciousness. What do you mean? Soon you'll understand everything yourself. Old diary. The nights of this diary would come in handy. It should contain information about items I need to find. Come and open the diary with N. Started here. Find the old ball, it should be in the playground. Find the collar. Find through the key 3 keys to the old hut. Burn the ball, burn the collar. I received this strange crystal from a knight in a mysterious castle. I can use it to teleport back to the castle. It just works very strangely. I've never seen anything like this. What is that? Did the door just open by itself? Where does this door lead, and what should I do? The door leads to a forest where you'll have to find key items. Key items? Yes, each of them will help you restore part of the memories of one of your traumas. And how will that help dispel the darkness? Because in this world, the darkness is a material manifestation of your fears and unresolved emotions.
Oh my god, darling, it's horror! Inside Out! It's Inside Out with horror!
You know, honestly, that's a good concept. Study the diary, you found everything explained there. What should I do when I find the key item? Return to the fortress, using the teleportation crystal, and burn the key items in that fire. Should be by the playground.